Hello, you're listening to the Shetland Times podcast. I'm your host, Marjolein Robertson, and today I'm joined by Didier and Valerie. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Not bad at all.
Yes.
And you, Marjolein, are you okay?
I'm good, yeah, I'm really
Okay.
good. I hope this is the start of spring.
Yes,
I'm
it
not
seems
sure.
so. It seems so.
Snowing
At least
2 days
today.
ago?
Yeah.
We can wonder.
We're getting there. So, Didier and Valerie, for listeners, run the new Café C'est la Vie on the street. Would you call it cafe?
Cafe, yeah.
That's
on the
the
English way.
British way of calling it. We will call it more a salon de thé, what we have written on the outside sign. Café for us means more like a bar where you go to drink, have coffee of course, because coffee you can have it anywhere, but it's more the place you go to drink.
Yes.
What we are not allowed so far to do.
I think that's so far. And so yes, that's actually a really good point, is that you would call it salon de thé, because can you introduce yourselves to listeners? Because you're not
Okay,
from
so-
Shetland originally.
No.
So I am
You sound it
Didier.
with the accent.
I am Didier Piquer, born in the Basque Country, beautiful city called Saint-Jean-de-Luz, more big village. And then moved to Paris, like 40 years ago almost. Nah, less. Where I met Valerie, and that was the beginning of a fantastic love story.
Yeah, so I'm Valerie. Then I'm really a Parisian one with
Totally
Parisian
Parisian.
with Parisian parents and grandparents. So then and we decided to go here.
Yeah, I
Come
love
here.
Shetland, but even to me that seems mad. Like, no, it's just because I've been to Paris and France, and it's beautiful.
It
It is. Oh, no matter of that. No matter of
It
that.
is.
That's for sure.
But you know, we moved out of Paris 20 years ago.
Because
about.
we were living in the suburb of Paris.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were living in right the center of Paris, the old part.
Wow.
And
Le Marais.
we were very lucky because we had a condo, a two-store flat, the two last stores of the Hôtel Particulier, we call that. From it was early 18th century. And we were very lucky to be there. And but we decided once we had Thomas, our first son, when he was 3. The problem of the center of Paris is not like London. You don't have so many gardens.
Okay.
So we got bored. Plus parking in Paris was already a big problem. We had a big Range Rover. And we decided to move, just a bit outside, not very far, like 18 miles, 20 miles. And from there, we learned to live in a big house by the countryside, but very close to Paris, so we can go every day, every night, whenever we want, for a restaurant, movie, theater, whatever, exhibition, museums, and or just to see friends when they don't want to come by our chimney place, countryside, but they love too.
Yes.
The problem about Paris, you cannot have everything. Even if you have a chimney in your flat, it's not the same. Plus now it seems to be not allowed for many years long, so it would be more a problem. So the countryside was good.
And what first brought you to Shetland?
Ooh. 30 years ago? 30 years ago with the Norona. We took the Norona boat and going to Iceland, and then it was a stop in Shetland Island. So we said, that's interesting island. So we were down in Sombra to see the puffins.
Yeah.
And it was really great. And then we said, okay, why not to go back? And we had several trips in Scotland. And then with the kids, which were like 5 and 2 at that moment, we decided to come here, and it was really great. So from that moment, we were regularly coming for holidays. So at least since 15 years now.
So did you mean to stop here on your way to Iceland, or was it
Yes.
just a last
Yes.
minute?
No,
Okay.
no, because with the
we knew
Norona,
the Norona was
planned
coming,
trip.
so
Yeah.
that's the route we choose.
The old one, yeah.
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 And after
yeah.
that, the first trip with the kids, so I took several photographs. Some of them bought by the tourist office at the time. And then I got an hiring proposition for 2 weeks. Became 4 weeks, and I started to make the photographs and maybe the postcard collection and the books we did for the tourist office. And from that, I got introduced to Jimmy Moncrief. And by the way, the director of the tourist office at that time was Andy Stevens. And got interviewed by the trustees of the Amenity Trust, and got hired to also make all the photographies for the trust and the council. And that's how it began. I mean, pleasure and also business. Well, I won't call that business because photography, it's not really business, but yeah, professional and pleasure mix. That was superb.
Did you work as a photographer in France?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you said it was a pleasure. I was like, oh wow.
He's a designer.
I started in France, and 10 years ago I started to design products, notebooks, and many other products for the museum. So, yeah, not only the photographic part.
Yeah. So with Didier, so Didier was more business things, and for me and the kids, it was holiday trips, I can say. So then, so we came regularly, and then 3 years ago we decided to buy a house. So in Lerwick, but with a garden, and that's it. And then this summer, during the last summer, we decided, perhaps it's time to do another things and to move here. So there was this opportunity to buy this place, so we decided to buy it. And then after lots of works have been done, and by really good people have done the work. And then now it's the opening since yesterday.
Yeah. So you said you decided to open this place. Did you have plans to set up a business? Is that what brought you to Shetland, or did you want to move to Shetland and then decide what you wanted?
No, we wanted to have a business, and then we said, okay, to have a new business, it's okay, but then in another country. But for us, it was really important to have a country where we have already some roots, because knowing of here, and also having quite a number of friends, because that's really the roots and important things for us.
Yeah.
So then we said, okay, Shetland, yes, good idea. That's why.
What did you do in France before you moved here?
So I was on the insurance and reinsurance side. But then a cafe and that, it was in the air since quite a long time.
Yes, so your role here, do you both bake and cook as well?
So here you have a kind of, we make all the sandwiches with a different product that we have sources, so really high quality product, really without nitrate, this kind of, and chemical things, no additive, and coming from France and from Spain. And we have also some dishes that we have bought. And we do all the pastries.
Yeah, that's I just ate a Marjolein.
Yes.
And it's delicious.
Yeah, so we do Madeleine financier each and every day. So we want to change the perfume. So financier, for example, today was with matcha, and then with sesame seeds. And so and we did, and Madeleine was like that. So we want to do Madeleine rose with some rose, drops of rose, and so lemon Madeleine. So to change, and we do gluten-free cakes also. So we want to have like regular things and then things of the day concept. And mousse au chocolat we have done also.
Oh, nice.
Yes, nice. And vanilla cream. So
it's also really nice to see this from being in Shetland and then seeing a new business open up on the street, and also one that's very different as well.
Yeah, we would like to.
How do you feel it's been received? It's been busy.
Oh yes, really busy. No, we really thank you all our new customers. Really, so it was. It's so it's nice for us because apparently, they really liked what we have done. So it's a pleasure.
I think it's nice as well when anyone comes to Shetland and invests time and ideas and shares their culture of Shetland, because it's so nice to have these treats that I haven't seen since I was in Paris.
Yes. Yeah, but here people are quite open, I think, and they have traveled, so they they can recognize some of the taste of Parisian taste or French taste.
Yeah. And have your children, are they talking about coming as well? Or do they
Oh no!
regularly?
For the moment, they are doing studies, still doing studies. So one is in South Korea for the moment, studying design, and the other one is in Paris. And but they will come this summer. So we send them pictures, and they said, "Wow, we would like to come." So they will come this summer.
Yeah, so that's how I first met Didier, was through his photography of
so-
the wildlife at Sunbed especially.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you quite into the nature as well?
So he's more. I'm more a city girl, I can say. But I like it.
How do you find it in Laddock then, if you're more of a city girl?
It's there is the sea. For me, city is nice, but having the sea is really, I think, it's really important for me. And I like the air, the purity of the air here.
Yeah.
And yes, and with the sea, the influence of the sea, you have. It's never the same weather, so that's nice.
You actually can't rest on your laurels.
Yeah.
You were saying it was snowing just a few days ago.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's 4 seasons in one day, so it's perfect.
I walked to my mum's in a t-shirt and shorts last week, and when I got there, by the time I got there, it was almost blue because it just came cold.
I can understand that.
Yeah, but they say in Shetland, never cast a clout till May is out. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
There's a Shetland phrase like never take off any of your clothes or outerwear until May is done with.
Okay. But in France we say en avril ne te découvre pas d'un fil. So that means in April don't take out any wire. So that means don't take out your jacket out of you. So then it's quite the same even in France.
You can't till April. We have to wait till the end of May.
Okay. So a little bit.
So have you seen quite vast changes while you've been visiting Shetland as well?
Oh yes, quite a lot of improvement and new things, and I think more dedicated also to tourists, doing things to the tourists. That's really really we have seen that, and also some more B&B things. So so there is really a development and also an orientation to. With Living Lerwick to try to promote Shetland products, which are delicious. So there is a change.
Did that help you as well for setting up your?
Yes, also, and we try to have some Shetland products also, like the butter, the milk.
Nice.
Yes, we have a bread, our specific bread, the baguette from the Wolves Bakery.
I read that. Yeah, they make it especially for you.
Yes, and also the brioche. So we try to also have some connection with the people who are doing things here.
And just to explain to listeners from out with Shetland, or maybe some within Shetland, if you've not been reading the news, Living Laddock is an organisation that's aimed at revitalising the streets.
Yes, to the street. Yes,
And like kind of encouraging people to shop on the street, shop locally, spend time here. And we've seen a few and there's more premises opening up.
Yes, as well. Absolutely. Which is great because then it's nice to have I think good environment on the streets, so it's a good thing.
I definitely think so. It's like if you came here for dinner, what time are you open till?
So we try until 6 for the moment. We will see. We'll see, and then met from 8 in the morning. So.
Oh, good. I'm looking for a place with coffee in the morning.
Yes.
I don't know if it's when I've been away on the mainland. I'm used to getting coffee early, and then you come home again and you're like, I would love a latte right now.
So you can,
Do you think a lot of the improvements in Shetland over the years, do you think that's also encouraged you to actually move here?
Perhaps that I don't know, but then
I'm just wondering if people have been visiting Shetland over the years and they see these changes, if it thinks like now there's more on offer if I decided to live there.
Yeah, perhaps yes, and or at least attract people from outside. That's for sure. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose tourism would be really important as well.
And the TV series apparently Shetland has quite an effect because we have friends living in US and 2 of them saying, oh, but I have seen Shetland Island with the series, so then it's more known everywhere now.
Yes, I was in New Zealand and it's on all the time there. And it's really funny because when I went to the Sunderhead Lighthouse, out of my own curiosity, I would ask people, what brought you to Shetland? And about a third of the people who would come off cruise ships and things said they wanted to see it after seeing it on the show.
Yeah, it's not sure. Yeah, because I think it shows quite part of the city, part of Lerwick, and some of the roads, and so and it's quite for people because it's like they have. When they have some series in Paris, it's the same. So you go to the church where it has been broadcast and all that. So so then it's it's nice, I think, because then the name of Shetland is more known, I can say, from other countries.
And it does make Shetland stunning. Well, Shetland is stunning, but do you have a favourite part as well?
A favourite part? I like on the north where there are the big cliffs. I think. Yes, it's really. I think the dramatic there, and then it's really nice. We have been quite often, and and walking there, it's really nice.
Did you go to
and Bigton and St. Indian Island. And quite a favourite one, this one also.
Did you go to the Grind of the Neva at Ishness? Do you know that part? It's funny, my cousin came from Holland.
Okay.
And she said to me when she got here, there's one thing she wants to see, and it's the Grind of the Neva. And we went to Ishness. This is my first time there as a teenager. And we went to look for it, and we managed to walk right past it. But it's on the bank of the hills, and Grind is the old Shetland word for a gate.
Okay.
And it looks like lots of rubble, and if you walk over the edge and going down the rubble, there's a hole down the cliff.
Yeah.
And there's a big kind of rock pool, but in stormy weather, the waves and the wind.
Oh yes, they come. Yeah. Oh yes.
It's amphitheatre of rock.
Yes. And Didier has quite good photos of that. Oh yes.
We walked right past it, looked at a beach, went, maybe that's it, and walked home again. And a year later, I went back and found the Grind of the Neva of friends, which I don't think it's hard to find, and I felt so bad that my cousin has not seen this.
Next time, perhaps.
It's just a stunning background.
No, that's true. Yeah, very nice one.
That's lovely. So Didier, I've got you back again. I should explain to listeners that we're recording this in your cafe. Well, it's currently open, so thank you very much for allowing me to come in.
And everybody's listening. I'm so scared.
Yes, and then we lost you for a moment as you were
serving. Sorry.
So thank you. No, don't apologise. Thank you for having me. I want to talk to you a bit about Shetland's nature. I first met you through you doing photography.
Yeah.
And
for the amenity trust. Or
Yes. I know it's for the lighthouse. And what drew you to Shetland? Was it the actual wildlife or?
Yeah, as we said earlier, we went many times in Scotland, and I think it's the country we knew the best because we really went there like 8, 10, 12 times maybe. And when we decided to go back after a while, we crossed oceans to visit other countries. In the meanwhile, we decided to go back to Scotland. It was just a physical need. And instead to go back to the places we already knew so well, we decided to visit Orkney and Shetland. So we spent 3 days in Orkney and 2.5 beautiful weeks here in Shetland.
That's a way to divide up the time.
Sorry for people of Orkney. Shetland was, how do you say in English, breathtaking?
Yes, yeah.
So beautiful, wild country, sea. Unfortunately, but not that much. No mountains, so.
Yeah, that's what we're missing.
No skiing possible here. Sorry.
No, I know. If I could give Shetland anything, I'd give Shetland the mountain of snow.
But the coasts are so different, and Shetland became a geopark, and naturally, I would say, because it's so many wonders to see all along the coast and the country, and everything. I'm not going to do the apology of tourism of Shetland. Everybody knows that, but I just felt in love.
Yeah.
That's a simple way to say. It's like when you meet a woman, like when I met Valerie. And I met Shetland, was the same attraction.
Did you have any inclination then that you would end up moving here one day?
Honestly,
Yeah.
during the first years, no. But the thing was that I was so happy coming here, so sad when I had to leave,
Yeah.
that I didn't even want to see the island going away from the ferry. I would sit down and have 2-3 whiskeys.
Yeah.
Honestly. But year after year, and the big friendship that we had with Jimmy, we shared so many things, so many abroad and here. And yeah, it was like feeling at home. So, year after year, it was better and better, and always so painful to live.
Yeah.
What happened is that we finally decided to buy a house 3 years ago. So I think when you buy a house somewhere, it's not free, if you know what I mean. I mean, somewhere in our brain might have started the idea of coming here and moving. What happened? You see, 3 years later, we do it. We finally do it.
Do you have a business?
With the new business, I still go on with my business of design, with the museums, and and Valerie quitted the reinsurance business she was in. So here we are, starting a new life together.
Yes, well, thank you so much for taking time out to talk to me today.
Thank you, Marjolein.
Especially when you're working and I was right in. And thank you for the coffee and the Madeleine. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Marjolein.
All the best. And I recommend for it to come along to Saint Vie because it's absolutely brilliant and it adds a whole new flavour to the street.
Thank you.
Thank you.